This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hello, ho there. It's Jeff Cutastrophe and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And note, this is the only video for today, February the 12th. And on this day, 1968, Jean-Claude Killy got his second gold medal of the Winter Olympics in Grenoble, France. Now you're thinking, oh, that's boring. But what this guy did, and alpine skiing was big, and we're in the middle of the Olympics too, the current Olympics. So anyway, alpine skiing happened, and Jean-Claude Killy won all three men's events, replicating a triple gold of 1956 by Tony Saylor of Austria. No male alpine skier has won 3 gold medals in the same Olympics after Killy. Janica Kostelic did it for Croatia in 2002 for the women. So anyway, Jean-Claude Killy was one of the most dominant skiers around. In the 1967-68 ski season, he almost won every event. Anyway, Canada wanted to do well. Now, of course, for Canada, Nancy Green won a gold and a silver, so that's good for Canada. But the man in the downhill giant slalom was Jean-Claude Killy. So anyway, the first event was the downhill, followed in part by the... So the downhill was February the 9th. Jean-Claude Killy was the defending world champion. And it looked like Austria's Gerhard Nenning was going to do it. But he didn't. Jean-Claude Killy was up against it. He went 14th out of the gate. His teammate Guy Perrat had the lead with Jean-Daniel Doutweiler of Switzerland and Henri Messner of Austria in the top 3 positions. So Killy skied the downhill and nipped his fellow Frenchman by 0.08 seconds to win the gold. The closest downhill racer after Killy ran was Gerhard Prinzing of West Germany, who took 7th. So now came the giant slalom. 2 runs at a course. And of course, everything was combined. After run one, Jean-Claude Killy had a 1-second lead on Willy Favre of Switzerland and a more than 2-second lead on his fellow countryman Guy Perrat. Also, France had someone in 4th place, Georges Maudoui of France. So France had 3 guys out of 4 right now. But unfortunately, Maudoui wouldn't run that well. But Jean-Claude Killy put up a clinic with a 1:46.54. Wasn't the fastest. By comparison, 5th place Billy Kidd of the United States was faster, but he still did it. He beat Favre of Switzerland by 2.2 seconds, and Henri Messner, I should say, of Austria, took the bronze ahead of Perrat. So it was huge and all that. And then came the men's slalom on February the 17th. It's the technical course. You gotta hit gates and all that. Go through the gates and all that. So after round 1, Jean-Claude Killy had the lead with Alfred Mott of Austria 2nd and Carlos Schwartz 3rd. So it looked good for Schwantz because Schwantz was a pretty good technical skier. Of course, his stay in the sun wouldn't happen until 1972 when he was disqualified for being a ski professional and for having illegal skis and all that. Avery Brederich was kind of a dick. So unfortunately, you could get disqualified for missing too many gates. So anyway, they actually ran in heats. The top 2 would qualify for the tournament. And then round 2, the winner of each heat went to the final. So they were running in heats. Kind of awkward, don't you think? So there were 17 racers, in a sense. Some kind of classification. Oh, the top 2 in each heat went to the final, and then the other racers moved to the second round. Okay. But anyway, on round 2, Jean-Claude Killy put up a 50-second time. I know it wasn't as fast as Herbert Huber of Austria, but he managed to nip Huber by 0.09 seconds and Alfred Matt of Austria by 0.36 seconds. So he basically knew what he was doing. Now, there was a controversy to do with Jean-Claude Killy's run. In the downhill, an Austrian skier thought he was interfered with by a mysterious man on the course. And he was allowed to take a second run, take a rerun. However, the problem was that he actually missed a couple of gates, which meant that he didn't have enough time, and they thought he missed gates anyway, so he would have been disqualified as is. So basically, he lost. So Jean-Claude Killy did it. 3 gold medals in skiing at the Olympics. It's hard to do. I mean, there's been someone winning 2 golds in the men's events, but unfortunately, no one's got 3. And Jean-Claude Killy can rest on his laurels. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.